Hey everybody, Angelo from T-Squad RVing. We are at the location of the bunker Siamese twins. Right, Richie?
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay. Eng and Chang bunker, 1811 through 1874. Conjoined twins born in Siam. That's where they get the word Siamese twins. Welcome to our channel, everybody. If you not have subscribed, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. Go a step further, hit that bell. We are on location where the bunker twins are buried and laid to rest. Toured widely in the U.S. before settling nearby to a farm in 1839. And everybody, that farm is where we are staying. So we are right outside of Mount Airy at the White Plains Baptist Church, organized in 1856. To the left is the church. To the right is the new one. So Eng and Chang bunker actually had a very extraordinary life. They both had 21 kids in between both of them. They were both married to sisters that were local sisters out of this area right here. So now we are at the back of the church, at the White Plains Baptist Church, and here somewhere is the burial site of Eng and Chang bunker. As you walk up that driveway, because we are parked on that side of the church, you walk up, come through these gates, and you'll see the bunker family right here. I got Richie over there looking for it. Where you at, Richie? He's over there looking for the Eng and Chang resting place. Albert, Nina, Dorothy, and then here is Eng and Chang burial site right here. Wow, 21 kids in between both of them. Unbelievable. And the campsite that we are staying at actually is owned by the great-great-great-granddaughter of Eng and Chang. I've always wanted to come visit Eng and Chang. My entire life I've heard all about them and the history behind them and how they were attached by a little area like right here, and they did not want to be separated. Doctors would not separate them. Eng and Chang continued to live their lives, touring the world, making money, and before settling down right here in Mount Airy. So between the both of them, they both had 21 kids, and I'm not sure which one had 10 and which one had 11, but they both had 21 kids. And like I was saying, in that they were from Siam, which is now Taiwan. And that's where, if you're ever wondering where the word Siamese comes from, it actually comes from their country or their original origin of Siam. And Siamese twins, that's where it all came from. It's just so cool to know that I've been hearing that word my entire life, and there it is right here. So they are buried here with Sarah, which is Eng's wife, and she did die in 1892, about 20 years after he did. And then her sister, Adelaide, which was her sister, died almost 25 years later after her sister, Sarah. Okay, so I don't know if it was Eng or Chang, but one of them got sick, passed away, and it's said to be the other one actually died of fright. Not so much died of health, but died of fright because his brother was deceased already when he woke up in the morning. But that's a pretty interesting story. But here they are right here overlooking the mountaintop of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Riddle. Eng and Chang. Died January 17th, 1874. So his brother died about 2 hours after he did. Very sad. They did not share legs. They both had 2 arms. They both had 2 legs. They both had 2 heads. They both had everything the same, just separated by a little bit of skin near the liver area, right? I don't know, Richie. I think coming here and just the history of the Siamese twins, which originated Siamese twins, which is Eng and Chang bunker, I think that's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's just touching. I don't know how else to say it. It is touching to me that I can come here and pay my respects to the Eng and Chang brothers. But I do want to say, do you remember how they got their name, bunker? But how they got their name was pretty cool. They were actually on their way to America, and they were in the immigration line. They were actually in the immigration line, and the person or the immigration guy said last name, and they didn't have a last name. They didn't know. So the guy in front of them said, hey, just use my name. My last name is Bunker. That's pretty cool. So they end up using the name Bunker because of that gentleman that said, go ahead and use my name. All right, Eng and Chang bunker right here, buried with their wives, Sarah and Adelaide Yates. Wow, there are a lot of old grave sites here. So Richie said there's a whole nother family of bunkers over here. Okay, so you got to remember they had 21 kids in between all of them, right? Between both brothers, and their bunker graves are everywhere. Right here is the original. I believe this is the son.
One of the sons.
Yeah. This is another. This is a bunker. 1891 to 1918. This is probably another one. Don't know what that one says. Here's bunkers right here. 1901 to 1980. Oh, this is Wu. He actually fought in the war, World War II. He's actually a veteran. Grandson of Eng, Siamese twins, gone but not forgotten. Thank you for serving, Wu. There's a few more. Vietnam, veteran of World War I. And then we saw these. Yeah, those who come to see Eng and Chang, way over there, golly, there's so many other bunkers here.
Where's PFC? Yeah.
Oh, private. Here's another bunker. 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 And Richie, you said there's more over there?
No.
Oh, this is it. Okay.
I mean, there might be.
There might be, yeah. Okay, so we just found Josephine bunker. That's his daughter. That's his firstborn daughter right there. And you could see that it broke off from there. And they placed it down there, which is smart. And this is Nancy. This is the other daughter, I believe, of Eng, and one is Chang's daughter. So now we're walking back to the front of the cemetery. We mainly came here for Eng and Chang, and Richie noticed other burial sites of the family members. I thought it'd be right just to go visit them, and there it is. Can't see it, but right here it says bunker. You know, touching it, Richie, or walking up here and touching this. Here, come here. And touching history. And just putting your hand over the Eng and Chang. And you just touched history.
I told you, I don't stand inside.
The world. The world knows them. And they're here. And they're probably buried in the middle. Together.
With their wives.
Chang on this side, Eng on this side.
With their wives on both.
And their wives on both sides. I'll go up close and you can see where it does say Siamese twins right there. So now we are going back to our campsite. And by the way, as I mentioned before, Eng and Chang, great-great-great-granddaughter, is the manager of the campsite we are staying at called Mayberry Campground. Right now we are going to pay our respects once more to Eng and Chang. And we are going to be moving on to our campsite. Yep. So pulling out of the White Plains Baptist Church, we're actually going to go right out of here. And when we go right, we're gonna go right again. And that's gonna be the campground called Mayberry Campground. So making a right on Bunker, it ends at South McKinney Road and it goes like in a big circle. The cemetery is literally right behind the campground. It's just not accessible through the campground. Let's go. All right, welcome back everybody. Yes, we are at Mayberry Campground here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. We're just gonna go ahead and continue. Boy, did they do some upgrades at this campground. I bumped into a few campers that are here and they told us they've been coming here for the last 12 years. And what do they say? He just keeps improving this campground every single year. So it's nice to hear that people do care about their campground. So let's get to it. We'll just start by videoing the entrance. And anything you want to say?
I'm good.
You sure you're good? You like good or just you're good?
Good. He's good.
Mayberry Campground, where the Eng and Chang owned over 2,000 acres. And this campground is actually owned from the great-great-great-granddaughter of the Eng and Chang Bunker family. And right now we are at Eng and Chang's son's house that he built this house back in 1900s. And I know Eng and Chang weren't alive anymore, but this is just another example how it just stayed in the family. And here's the house. Right in front of that. So there is the office, and you would pull in where that RV is, and this is the bunker house. This is Eng and Chang, one of their sons' house that he built this back in 1900. So obviously you could see they put vinyl siding, and I'm sure under there is all the wood. But this is part of history right here. Oh, Richie, I'm wondering if this was one of their family vehicles. Oh, look at that. I wonder how many miles that thing has.
71,408.
How many miles?
71,408.
Whoa. I'll bet you it's still drivable. That's true. Richie said any car is drivable. There's the campground. What is beautiful is when it's not cloudy, back there is all the mountains. We were literally, from my window up there, we could see all the mountains all the way around us. So we actually got permission to walk around the outside of the house. They don't do tours anymore since COVID, but it was really special when they said, oh yeah, feel free to walk around the house and peek in the windows if you want and record as much as you want to record. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So thank you for letting me do this. Let's walk, peek, take a little peek through here, and not much you're gonna see. Okay, I could see a refrigerator. Oh, but everything is towards that front. Check the inside out. Richie's got it going. He's on a roll. He's on a mission. That used to be the old front door steps, you can see. They have it, that's pretty cool. Look at that, the original. There's the front door. There's the front, look at the porch. I bet you that's one of the bedrooms up there that you can come out and just sit on that upstairs porch. So I mean, there's not much you could see, but towards this front door, look at that rug. I'm not going to let myself on the deck or the porch here. Look at these rocks that made this little boundary of landscaping.
Actually, I can't tell. There's no rings.
There's no rings?
Blinds. So much for peeking on the windows.
I know, they got all the blinds closed. We can't peek in the windows. Oh, wow. Well, I'm just grateful that we're able to experience the history of the Bunker family estate, which here's part of the 2,000 acres that Eng and Chang owned, converted to a campground. So our next location brings us to the Andy Griffith Museum for two reasons. Once there is the Andy Griffith Museum is here, and also they have an exhibit for the Siamese twins, the Bunker twins, that we're going to check it out. But first, we're going to check out the statue. You know, when you come by the Andy Griffith Museum, you got to stop at the statue. What you think, Richie? Walk up there. Stand next to him, smile.
It's too tall for me.
Go next to Opie. There you go. So we're here at the Andy Griffith Museum, which has quite a few exhibits, but one of the exhibits they have, and I know I should be, don't do that, and I'll be doing that, Andy Taylor. Man, he'll arrest you.
He's dead.
So one thing we want to do is stop and just check out the exhibit for the Bunker twins. All right, so the exhibit, the statue's there. We walk down these steps and walk down here. The Andy Griffith Museum is right there. We might go in there depending how busy they are, but let's go in this one right here where it says Siamese Twins Exhibit. All right, walk through the door here. Yes, we do have our badges on, so we're good. You got your badge on. You know what that means? You're good. Here they are, Chang and Eng. I'm not sure which one means left and right, but that's the name. What it says, Wu. We saw his gravesite earlier that I was talking about. That right there. And there's this trunk that was given down from son to son. This trunk was given by Eng to his youngest son, Robert. Robert gave the trunk to his youngest son, Hubert, and Hubert gave it to his only son, Jesse. And it's still in the family. It's here an exhibit for borrow. So now we're entering the Chang and Eng, which means left and right, exhibit. Very beautiful in here. There's a big story about them. I might put it in the link. I'm sorry, I might put it in the description below, but pretty much this is the story of Eng and Chang. And this gives a couple dates, several dates of, you know, what's going on with them, and that's pretty cool. They got their little bedpost there. What's that? Autopsy? That means, yeah, well, they would see what's inside them and what happened to them.
They were separated after the
No.
Or they were connected all the time.
Yeah, I believe so.
Robert gave the truck to his youngest son Hubert, and Hubert gave it to his only son Jesse. Just the old family here.
That's their family right there. 21.
So they walked around with your son.
So that's the farmhouse, Richie, right there. Tell me that does not look like the farmhouse that we drove by today.
Mm-hmm.
They were connected by that right there.
They're saying read all about it extra.
Siamese. Not sure what that means, but this means they came from the country of Saya. If you look closely, Reggie, there's a date right there.
You know what?
A date. Right there.
It's getting boring.
And there's a little marking right there. we are out. So, well, that'll do it for the Siamese twins here at the Andy Griffith Museum. So we're gonna head out and get back to the campground. I mean, I didn't really think too much about the museum. I mean, it was really small. I mean, what do you think about it?
Smaller than you think.
Smaller than you would think. I mean, there's not much to talk about when it comes to that, besides their, you know, I guess they reserved that room for them, which was really nice. And, you know, I mean, the Andy Griffith Museum was bigger, but that was even shocking how small that was. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for joining us. This is Mayberry Campground. What a great site. Site number 4, I would definitely recommend. And I want to thank everybody for being here, and thank you. And please subscribe if you have not. And go a step further, hit that bell, and you will get notified for videos like this. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys in the next video.